Yo, 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 what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family, back once more with another daily Caspa and crypto live stream. And I imagine you're all perfectly aware of the current crypto market, looking green across the whole board. Extremely bullish thing to be seeing right now. XRP currently up 31%. Caspa currently up 13.36% on the daily time frame, now valued above 9 cents. Again, we are now trying to regain this crucial level of support, or at least we try to surpass it. We got rejected here around the area of 9.4 cents, and now we seem to be consolidating around the zone right now. Truth be told, I do believe that Caspa needs to try and break above this zone to see some, significant price movements within the next week or so. Time will tell. We'll get into the whole nitty-gritty of that in just a moment. But for me right now, my understanding of the situation is probably similar to yours, but also with another bit of insight and caution to everyone. Of course, we are completely aware of Trump and his confirmation with a crypto strategic reserve, not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum. You've got the likes of XRP, the likes of Cardano, and also the likes of Solana. But at the same time, next week does have potential for there being more correction. We'll get into that all in this stream. As always, if you enjoy these daily live streams, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Jack, my man, welcome back to the stream. Man, was about to have a hard stack, or heart attack even. My Tangum cards were not ready, all of them, but the seam of my Pixel 4 came loose, so just a minor phone issue. Okay, well, that is great to hear. I did see, as I was loading up my stream now, someone was asking if there were any issues with Tangum happening right now. I believe it might have been you. But yes, thankfully, I'm glad that you managed to fix your phone issue. Therefore, your Tangum wallets are working as always, as they should be. Of course, that is the safest and, in my opinion, the best way to hold your crypto, not your keys, not your crypto. Have a cold storage, so therefore you can stop these exchanges from, manipulating the capital that you're actually holding. What's up, Devious me, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you have a very, very good evening. Now the market's looking a little bit green. Hopefully, it's a lot of weight taken off your shoulder, and everybody else is walking in the stream. Welcome back once again to the quick crypto and coin factory family. So, without further ado, we are completely aware of the tokens in particular that have done absolutely astronomical numbers over the day. Of course, XRP is one of them. We also have the likes of ADA, which has seen considerable gains today on the daily time frame. At one point, soaring up about 73%. Currently now, Cardano's up 55% on the daily time frame, now surpassing $1, which is significant to say the least. Earlier, it was 70%, and we can see now, if you look at Cardano, in comparison to its all-time high, it's still significantly far off it, but it's now regaining the pace now about, 66% of its all-time high for Cardano right now, which is, it's a recovery, right? And even though I don't have a lot of faith in Cardano personally, but I think Cardano is an asset that will probably and likely return to all-time highs and not surpass at this cycle, thanks to Trump. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty and the whole bullish news of what's happening right now. So, we can see here from the Watcher Guru here, just in, President Trump says a US crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corruption attacks by the Biden administration. This is obviously leading on to the massive announcement he just made. He's ultimately Trump right now is playing a very frustrating yet funny game. Right now it's Trump's world, and unfortunately we are all living in it, in the sense of he is the one that's effectively right now, I'd argue that Trump right now is the sole individual that's dominating and driving these markets. Launching a meme token by himself, causing a lot of liquidity to flood out the altcoins. Then, these trade wars going on right now, which again we have confirmation or more so updates about that as well happening very soon. And then of course now his pro-crypto policies. He's the one that's causing a hell of a lot of volatility right now in the crypto market. Bitcoin, of course, saw it reach 109k, having a massive drop-off over the past 2 to 3 weeks, or, last month even, dropping down only 2 days ago to 78k. And now we're seeing Bitcoin now rally back up to 93, almost $94,000. Bitcoin's almost up 10% on the daily time frame. For Bitcoin, that is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane stuff for Bitcoin right here. So, things are looking up right now for crypto. but of course we're going to break that down a little bit more in a moment as well. So we can see from the announcement, if you are unaware here, Donald Trump posted a US crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed by Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, and ADA being Cardano. I will make sure the United States is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again, and obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum as other valuable cryptocurrencies will be at the heart of the reserve. Also, I love Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, not that much to depact from this post here from Trump. Very self-explanatory. Ultimately, he said he's throwing more shots at Biden and the old administration, saying, I'm going to be now creating a strategic reserve for crypto, which means, the government's going to be having direct access to the crypto assets. We always knew he was going to do this, right? The difference is now Trump's officially name-dropped certain assets. He's name-dropped XRP, he's name-dropped Solana, and he's name-dropped Cardano. Now, whether you like the assets or not is irrelevant by this point. Point being is the government's going to adopt them, put it into a strategic reserve, and likely therefore these assets are going to rally up much, much higher in value, because keep in mind, not just institutions are getting involved in this space, we have probably about 7% of the total population in the whole world in crypto. A small margin, and now with governments and banks worldwide endorsing and shilling and buying crypto, the retail population who aren't even in crypto yet, they're going to start looking towards the same things as well. And a lot of these people are oblivious to the sort of manipulation that happens in these markets. So what they're going to do, they're going to just follow the mainstream media, follow what the governments are doing and saying, we're buying XRP, Solana, ADA, Bitcoin, Ethereum, blah, blah, blah. They're going to buy up these assets. So whether they're good or not, whether you like them or trust them or not, these assets, due to obliviousness, are going to go up in value. Now, this is precisely one of the reasons why I do hold XRP. I don't trust the asset per se, but I understand their significant, reach into the space, into the government, into the institutions. I know they have a lot of influence. Therefore, I suspected that XRP was going to be in a lot of good favor and rally up a lot higher as well. That's why XRP again is currently up 30%. Cardano was up 50, peaking at 70%. Solana, if you look at Solana right here as well, Solana is currently up equally about 20%, peaking around 25%. Of course, XRP up a little bit higher, 29, peaking at around 38 to 39%. So all the assets that got name dropped are rallying significantly. Bitcoin got name dropped, hence why also Bitcoin is rallying significantly, and Ethereum as well. 12% on Ethereum. These are the two biggest assets. These two rallying close to 10% in a daily time frame is a very big deal. Very, very big deal. So that is good things to hear all around, and better still, there's more to come, in the sense of the fact that he does state in this whole and obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum as other valuable cryptocurrencies will be at the heart of the reserve. So Trump's also identified and effectively leaked here as well. We're going to be adding XRP, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and also other ones. So there are other ones that will also likely in the future be added to this reserve as well. Now, as this post highlights here, which I'm inclined to agree with, I think Tau will be one, because Tau is, to my understanding, the leading AI project, and from the information and the research that we've conducted, especially as a part of the executive community here, we understand that AI is going to be absolutely massive going forward. Absolutely huge. It's one of, if not all, the rave right now of governments and institutions. They are very bullish on it. So Tau is one asset, as well as many other AI gems I've highlighted, and also ones that I've got exclusive to those who are part of the community here, that we're looking into, understanding that there's a lot of adoption coming to AI. So for me, I think Tau will likely be in this reserve. That's my personal belief though, not financial advice. I also think there'll be the likes of probably Sui might be a part of it. One asset that I am very confident on being in this reserve is HBAR, Hedera. I think Hedera will likely be in this reserve. But again, we'll have to find out in due time. Either way, right now we've got 5 confirmed assets that will be in this reserve. XRP, Solana, ADA, Cardano, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, that's what the assets are running today. That is good news. And of course, there's a lot more to come into the good news as well here from What's Good again. Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, says more to come at the White House Crypto Summit. Again, remember, in just 4 or 5 days' time on the 7th of March on Friday. We will be seeing the White House first crypto summit happening, where you're going to be seeing quite a closed door, if you will, of experts and founders and CEOs from the crypto industries, in my opinion, and seemingly confirmed in my belief as well. XRP will likely be one of such, or Ripple will be one such company in attendance, because Ripple are at the forefront of all these policy makers right now. But this crypto summit is going to be discussing policies in this crypto space in America going forward as well. So we're seeing Trump name drop crypto assets, which is causing those big assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and also Cardano to start rallying, and therefore the crypto market's following in suit. The other assets that other altcoins are following in the big caps as well. David Sachs also says more is going to be coming at the White House. And considering we've had this name drop right now we've had a name drop from these assets, hearing now more is to come, people are now FOMOing, thinking, okay, well, we now know 5 huge assets are going to be part of a strategic Bitcoin reserve, or strategic reserve in general. Therefore, what more could it be announcing at this event? We have to know. It's so good news. This is good news. This is good news. This is good news. But there is another thought process to this as well. As a little, keep an open mind, don't be emotional, political sort of thing. There's a lot more good news to cover in this stream for Caspa, for crypto, for in this particular topic as well. But I want to highlight this here, which is that Donald Trump will set exact levels for Mexico and Canada tariffs, apparently coming Tuesday, says the US Commerce Chief. So, as a result, therefore, unless something changes in the next, 2 days, likelihood we're going to be seeing 25% tariffs implemented on Mexico and Canada. Currently, we are on Sunday. We are a weekend, the last day of the weekend, 2nd of March, Sunday. We have a massive FOMO news now, named dropped 5 huge crypto assets that's caused a lot of liquidity flow back into the market. We've now seen crypto surpass the $3 trillion market cap once again, 3.1 trillion market cap, which is very good to see. Very good to see. But next week could equally still be a time to, I think personally, not financial advice, we could still see some more downsides in the immediate short term. Because today, the markets are closed. The typical markets, or the crypto markets 24/7, but the typical markets where Wall Street buy, they are closed. They open up again on Monday, the standard working day, Monday to Friday. So the markets right now are closed, and we know tariffs will likely be implemented and coming into fruition on Tuesday, the day after the market opens. And also as a result, therefore, the growing flood of, trade wars will likely come back as well. So, while nothing's confirmed right now, while this is relatively positive news, at least for the short-term price plan for crypto, and also potentially, therefore, the holding of crypto, therefore sitting at crypto high. I mean, it's good news for the fact that we're going to see crypto, therefore, likely rally higher and higher. But personally, I am not jumping with joy. I don't think this is the start of the crypto rally just yet. I think we're very close. I want to believe we're very close. And there's a lot more developments coming through. The SEC are constantly missing case after case. We've got the likes of, more of these crypto policy stablecoin bills coming out as well. There's so many more developments coming out. So I still think, the pump for crypto is, inevitable and equally closer than we think. I'm still hoping for a Q3, Q4 market top. Again, we'll have to wait and see if that's possible. I still think it probably is. But in the immediate short term, I would like to personally believe this is just a FOMO rally. When the markets are still closed on a Sunday, we've seen Bitcoin up almost 10%, XRP 30%, Cardano 70% on the daily time frame at one point, Solana up 25%, everything else Caspa up 13%, peaking earlier, I believe, just short 20% here. Very good to see, of course, and I'm not against that at all. But at the same time, I personally am the belief that we might see crypto correct a little bit further throughout the week, maybe going into mid-March, and then that could be the sign of the bottom. I am under the impression personally, unless we get some disastrous news like trade war confirmed, that this is the bottom for Caspa. This is the bottom here for Bitcoin as well. Of course, time will tell. And we're going to dissect that a lot more in this stream as well. So, of course, stay tuned. And if you enjoy, as always, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. Because we've got a lot more good news to cover as well. A lot more immediate catalysts. We'll circle back to that, ideology in a moment. Before I get into that, though, What's up again, Mila? Welcome back to the stream. Hello, Jay and all gang. Hope good news keep piling up from now on. Caspa is our hero and future. We all know what we hold. Couldn't have said it better myself. And yes, I do also believe and hope that we'll see more good news following. And we've got a lot of big stuff to talk about still in the stream regarding Caspa. Binance leaked Caspa spot listing. That is, it's a title. It's a very captivating title, but there has been confirmation as such. I'm going to get into that in the stream. Of course, the MVPS is close now. Of course, we've got other elements happening right now around the space. A lot of very bullish things are coming through for Caspa and crypto as a whole. So I do think we'll see a lot of good news coming through, but I just wanted to highlight as well the possibility of us still seeing some more downside in the immediate short term following the trade wars. Welcome back, Buffalo Theory, my man. Welcome you very, very well. John, Trump is a cuck, saving XRP from that head and shoulders after they tried to get Kamala in office. Lost respect for him. He's a hoe. I mean, I do agree in the sense that Ripple and XRP, they are seemingly quite heavily in the pockets of, effectively all policy and all governments. XRP and Ripple, I guess kudos to them. They have a lot of very deep ties to governments and, that they have connections to the Bank of England, the Bank of America, to the Bank of Canada, to the European Central Bank, all the, major banking and countries in the world, all the major alliances, they have connections to all of them. There's also speculation their connections to the likes of, China, Russia, the BRICS alliance, and them lot. Again, that's, you can trust that or not. It's up to you. There's definitely a lot of good arguments to be put about why XRP should not be in connection to the BRICS or is not. But point being is, to an extent, I do agree. I mean, you look at XRP, yes, they did look like an element of a head and shoulders, Shoulders here, head there, shoulders again there, coming down. Although, again, my stance on TA. I think TA can be very, very good to help you devise potential. For me, I don't use TA to help me devise where the market gonna. I don't use TA to think, okay, if it's head and shoulders here, I don't personally think, oh, head and shoulders therefore means it's gonna come down. That's not how I use TA. I use TA to see, okay, so TA here, I'm looking at this chart, I'm seeing, okay, so there are zones for me for XRP, seemingly around here, equally to the one around here, and it's one around here as well. So I understand that when XRP reaches these zones, it means it's got to try and surpass that. So right now, this would be a level of support for XRP. Once it comes down below this, if it does, then this becomes a level of resistance and he's trying to break above. Of course, these sort of head and shoulders, the common handle patterns, all these other TA elements, they can be useful to helping you devise, zones or potential market trends and what's going to happen in the market. But for me, I think that the way I, conduct my research and devise where the projects can go is based on fundamentals, on news, and TA helps you devise what zones it could be. So we look at Caspa in that regard then. We look at Caspa right now. We can see Caspa currently, again, valued at 8.97 cents, 12.79% up on the daily time frame. Look closely right now, we can see there does need to be some zones for Caspa in and around this line here at 9.4, which to be, I guess more clear, the zones aren't particularly like exactly at 9.4. It's more so the way the zones tend to normally work is more so like a box, an area, if you will, which is why you see some occasions like this green part here as a box area. So this part here for me is more so like here. So in and around this zone is the level of the resistance right now. For Caspa, we can see right now Caspa is just on the bottom end of that. So if Caspa can hold and finish today in this zone right now, and it can start to consolidate in this zone right here, then that could be a potentially very good sign to see that we maybe push above that or get rejected again, not sure. But right now the zones for Caspa seem to be in and around here, which is 8.9 to 9.4, and then equally there seems to be one in and around this zone here, which seems to be a little bit smaller between this zone right here. But that's at least my understanding of, TA. I use TA to help devise my areas of where we should see support and resistance, and then use fundamental macro factors to help me determine where the price of assets should be going. Because of course, Caspa right now, with all respect, looked relatively bearish. It was holding strong and has been holding strong at the level of support here, which is good to see consistently. This seems to be hopefully the bottom for Caspa. This is the absolute bottom for Caspa right now. On 5 occasions now, 4 occasions there, and equally here we saw the wick for Caspa come down, but equally get retested and rebound every single time, which is optimistic, very good to see. And now it's rallying up off the back of Trump's announcement, because it's now just following the rest of the market. With what's coming through for Caspa very soon, I'm hoping we can see a rally higher in the immediate short term, but again, we'll get to that in a moment. Now, in regards to some more news here, Dr. Martin Heisberg, who is the head of research at Uphold, so therefore he's someone who is paid to have a very good insight in the market and trends and whatnot. He stated that next data point will show inflation falling sharply and send markets soaring. Now, again, we'll have to wait to see what is coming. We should be aware, those who are part of my free community, you will be able to get access to, a easier to access version of the important dates. In those important dates that we try to keep up to date as possible, we can see what is coming through very, very soon. So for example, we should know, when my Discord decides to load, that on the 5th of March, which is on Wednesday, we will be seeing the emissions reduction for Caspa, so the next reduction for rewards. The 6th is the Binance reward payout pool. The 7th of March, which is the same day as this crypto conference summit happening at the White House on the 7th of March, will be the unemployment numbers. So potentially, what Dr. Martin Heisberg is highlighting here is, with the next set of data coming out, is actually going to give us a bit of an insight into that the economy is actually in a lot better position than we thought, and therefore we can start cutting rates. If inflation is falling sharply, that is a good sign therefore that, because the way to combat inflation is to increase rates. If inflation is falling sharply, which again we'll have to see if that's true or not, then that means they haven't got to raise rates to combat that. If anything, they can cut rates. Cutting rates will increase inflation, but cutting rates also it alleviates pressure on the economy and allows therefore more money to flood into on-risk asset markets like crypto, like stocks, and so on and so forth. So if this is true, therefore inflation is falling sharply, this could be a good sign to see money sent into the market and send crypto soaring, which would be very, very bullish. And again, we'll see that data coming through in due time. Again, we've got the unemployment numbers on the 7th of March. We've got the CPI data from the Federal Reserve for February on the 12th of March. And then we also got the Fed rate decisions on the 19th of March. So all within the next 2 to 3 weeks or so. Similarly as well, equally very important to note is how early we are. Thank you to Nee, again, my man, for this insight, who again has been information in our free community. Highlights here the insight that Bitcoin is only at 3% adoption worldwide. This is just the beginning for Bitcoin. Now, again, it's what I highlighted. In general, there's about 7%, if less than that, of the total population in crypto as a whole. There's not that many people that actually are aware or even hold or invest into crypto right now. And now we're seeing governments do so. People who aren't already a part of the space, they'll probably fall short and miss out. So we're lucky in that regard. But it's also then understanding that if this whole payment infrastructure that we currently have with dollars and pound sterling and yen and the general fiat currency, euros, whatever it may be, wherever you're from, that's going to be all converted into stablecoins, into crypto assets. And therefore crypto, as a result, with everything being tokenized going on chain, is going to rally a lot higher as well. So in that regard, yes, Bitcoin adoption and crypto adoption is very, very early, and we've got a lot more to come. So while we are seeing a lot of volatility short term, it being very, very bullish today, very, very bearish a few days ago, and potentially very, very bearish and fuddy in the next couple of days coming up as well. I'll come back to that point in a moment. We are now in the understanding that this is all short-term noise. If you're trading, then it's important for you to know. If it is a long-term hold for crypto for you, then this is important for you to know. But ultimately understand that the long-term vision for crypto, at least in my personal belief, not financial advice, is very, very bullish indeed. Of course, if you find the right assets and you choose wisely and don't choose the ones that are going to potentially be cannibalized because they aren't sufficient enough or they are scams. Because again, there's a lot of that in this space. There will be a cannibalization. And what I also highlighted in my last stream as well is this deviation from crypto, from Bitcoin even, where we saw, and again, this is one thing I did leak as a part of my executive community here. Shout out to C Crypto again, who's the experienced trader, who's a part of the community here. He highlighted here, C Crypto highlighted on this chart here that if we looked at Bitcoin and we saw that Bitcoin, back when it was consolidating for ages and ages and ages before the election, we saw a 30% deviation correction here. We saw a 30% correction right here, or just about around that. And now, following the all-time high here and the deviation after the buyback hack, after the trade war, you know, all this FUD here, equally saw another similarly 27, 28, 30% correction. So we could see more downside in the immediate short term. I'm under the impression right now we might see Bitcoin come down to these levels again, but maybe even just here. But I'll be surprised if Bitcoin comes below 78k. I think this is probably priced at the bottom now for Bitcoin after the flash sell, people panicking, and you know, trade war could definitely cause different corrections. But I think we're now in a much more optimistic scenario now with the reserves for assets being confirmed. So could it go to? Welcome back to man, who's doing very, very well. Wing Hong says, when capital $1 in due time, my man. Not sure when, but in due time. When $10, again, it's only a matter of time. I cannot say for sure, but for what Caspa building, what's coming out for Caspa in due time, I do think that the adoption for it is going to be insane, and therefore Caspa having a $250 billion market cap being $10 is not out of the realm of possibility. It's taken so long, can't stand this wait. I mean, yes, it is frustrating, but if it was easy, we'd all be billionaires by now. If investing, if making money was easy, you know, we would be. It's ultimately all about patience. Don't be emotional, be logical. Don't look short term, think long term. Right? It's a very, very frustrating and, you know, hair pulling space to be in. But we're here because we see the potential of what, you know, the potential and benefits we can make from this space should we capitalize on it right now before institutions take mass adoption into full force. And ultimately, my understanding of the space right now is we're going to see a lot more adoption happening in the immediate short term within this cycle, and then from there to come as well. I'm talking about crypto in general, not, you know, a particular asset. I'm saying crypto in general. We're going to see a lot of adoption for a lot of crypto this cycle, explosive. And then years to follow that as well with more crypto adoption, more institutional adoption. We'll see this space just rally up and go up and up and up and up and up. And therefore, we're here in this cycle before that massive explosion in adoption. A lot of us were here when Bitcoin was still at 30k. Some of us were here early. Some of us were here when Bitcoin was in the bear cycle around 16k. You know? And we're now sitting at 93k Bitcoin, peaking at 109k Bitcoin. And again, we're seeing Caspa equally in a very nice position where we saw Caspa, some people here less than a cent. And now Caspa is up to 8.9 cents. Of course, we've seen it higher. But for me, Caspa will regain all-time highs and surpass its all-time high in the inevitable future for me. Again, not financial advice though. ADA is up over 50% in one day because, of course, it is. I mean, yeah, that's because no one really believes in ADA. At least my personal belief in that such. I mean, I don't hear a lot of very bullish talks about ADA, but ADA being named as part of a strategic reserve by Trump, it's just going to get a lot of people very, very happy about it. I'm sure Alex Becker's having a field day about that because I know he hates Cardano holders. He jokes about them all the time. But yes, so in that regard, yes, things are looking very good for crypto right now. Again, strategic reserve coming out. And we've got 5 confirmed: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. Likely there'll be many more added in due time. I think Tau could be one of them. I think HBAR will also be one of them. And I'm sure many more will come out in due time as well. A question was asked, so yeah, big things coming to Caspa as well, seeing the price value right now. But I did see a question here from Jay and Nicholas Gross. This selection makes no sense. ADA asset is from Cardano, managed by a foundation in Switzerland, using an algorithm developed in Scotland and Japan. It's no more American than Volvo. Bitcoin and other proof-of-work coins mined in the United States, like Caspa, are far more appropriate for inclusion in a national strategic reserve. Now, what to understand from this point is, one, while people like to say Caspa is an Israeli coin, that's incorrect if the federal proof of work, but more importantly, majority of mining with Caspa actually takes place in America. So while the founders are from Israel, therefore per se it's an Israeli coin, technically speaking, if Caspa was to be anywhere, it'd be mostly American. Because majority of the mining, which is what makes a proof of work coin a proof of work coin, the mining element, most of the miners are taking place and conducted in America. But, be that as it may, Caspa is a fair proof of work project, decentralized, so there is no jurisdiction that it is tied to. So the point here from Nicholas is that, you know, Caspa is far more appropriate for the inclusion because it is just fair, and if anything, it's technically more American. It's mined more in the US than anything else, so it's more American therefore than likes of Cardano. But What was also highlighted, which I do agree with here from Caspa report, here is Caspa does not need to be in a strategic reserve. Centralized control of money is the root of the problem. And that is precisely what crypto is meant to be in the first place. The whole premise of crypto is to be decentralized, to be sort of a hedge or a kind of a means to get away from the corrupt banking cartel. You know, the central banks of the world, the big money, the wealth managers who just are doing what they want and rolling you over without a care in the world. The element of crypto, as I highlighted to Tony and other members of the part of my executive community, the element of DeFi is game changing. Game changing. Gives you the element to be your own bank. And that's just a small snippet again of a lot of very in-depth information that I provide in this executive community here. So again, if you want to know more about that, the link to join are in my description, in the chat, also on my homepage right here. And there's also a 7-day free trial, so come join for free. And if you like what you see, then by all means, come sign up. There's a lot more to come in this space for crypto. And DeFi is going to be a very big element of that. DeFi, tokenization, is going to be absolutely huge. Institute are very bullish on that. And DeFi, being your own bank, is ultimately what crypto is meant to be about. It's not meant to be these strategic reserves. It's a centralized control again. Monopolization of crypto. While effectively it could be like a cold storage and then locking it up and therefore increasing the value, it's still manipulation in another form. So in this regard, I do agree with Caspa report here. Caspa does not need to be a part of a strategic reserve, and Caspa shouldn't have to be. Caspa's going to get its adoption from me one way or the other because of what they are building. Caspa right now is currently at the Crypto Expo event in Europe, in Romania, I believe it is. We can see all what's happening right now at this event, everywhere, where they are, who they're talking to, all the pictures here, which is very good to see. You know, Nacho from KRC20 is also there as well. And also was on stage about, well, it's about an hour, so that's about 6 hours ago now. They are on stage giving their talk, and this talk they're giving on stage are meant to be talking about the, well, for me, from my understanding of it, I'm meant to be talking about elements of stable coins and smart contracts coming to Caspa, therefore coming to Caspa in the immediate future. Some are even saying around May, by May, so potentially in the next 2 months, we could see stable coins and smart contracts or elements of that coming to Caspa. And 10 BPS again is not far off either. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of stuff here. The USI, the talk, a very, very well-known individual who's the COO of BitGet. So Chief Operating Officer of BitGet, who obviously is the exchange that does trade Caspa right now. He's talking about Caspa with the team here. So a lot of very exciting things coming through right now. And this, again, for those who are unaware, there's the likes of Binance, the likes of BitGet, the likes of Gate, the likes of the Crypto.com and many other massive centralized exchanges and entities who are at this event right now. And Caspa was present there talking to people who are part of this event as well. Spreading what's coming to Caspa, which is very, very good to see. And what's also very bullish as well, again, regarding exchanges, regarding Binance. I know you've been waiting for a while for this, but here we can see from Wolfie, look what CoinMarketCap posted as a TLDR for Caspa. Caspa TLDR, Caspa Crescendo upgrade could trigger a rally by enhancing network efficiency. Future major exchange listings may further propel Caspa's growth. Why is that big news? Well, because CoinMarketCap is owned and run by Binance Exchange. And Binance are putting a TLDR right here, CoinMarketCap TLDR right here, saying Caspa Crescendo upgrade could trigger a rally by enhancing network efficiency. Future major listings could propel Caspa further. Right here. So that is effectively Binance in itself. As they're the ones who run CoinMarketCap, they're effectively Binance themselves saying Caspa could trigger a very big rally. And this also could support the belief that a lot of people have had since effectively the beginning, which is that the 10 BPS upgrade coming through in due time, very, very soon, within the next month or two, will be the event catalyst that ignites the belief and the rally for Caspa, therefore being the catalyst needed for Binance and other major exchanges to start looking and listing Caspa. I've highlighted why Crescendo will be a big deal, given the miners, you know, especially solo miners, more ways to mine blocks efficiently, quicker, more block confirmation time, therefore more ways to make money, or more blocks to be mined, therefore making more money. Not to mention, again, we've seen already in historical settings, if you think about KRC20, the initial relaunch of KRC20, which happened around here, I think it was September 14th, around here. This relaunch of KRC20, we saw significant volume for Caspa, and equally on the launch of KDAO, which happened. KDAO happened, I think, on the 22nd of October, around here. we saw over 500 million volume for Caspa. And what these exchanges want is high volume. Right now, Caspa's volume is only around 111 million. It's above 100 million, which is good to see, but of course, we'll to see a lot higher, especially on the bigger exchanges right now, which again, BitGet currently at 10%, Bybit 7%, of course, Kraken again still low at 1.4, Gates dominating, Mexi's next, then L-Bank. But seeing this post from Binance himself, effectively, from CoinMarketCap saying the TLDR is Caspa is going to likely see a massive rally with network efficiency, therefore massive rally in due time with their future major exchange listings that could propel Caspa price further, is a massive green light to, you know, a lot of the community right now who's been definitely feeling the worries of Caspa's price and where it's going to go. A massive green light of, yes, you know, CoinMarketCap, therefore Binance are optimistic about Caspa and want to see and expect to see a massive rally in the price in due time. Why they're not listed again, we can debate till death do us part. We don't know what's taken them so long. They've been waiting seemingly for an event to catalyst. They haven't had the ideal time for them just yet. With this announcement, with this crypto conference and event coming through, the summit happening in the next week, with potentially from Heidelberg highlighting here, inflation falling sharply, announcing from the next data points could also be a very big catalyst for crypto. Ultimately, I think in the immediate short term, and I'm talking potentially this week, was a lot of good news to come that I'll get into more so in a moment. We may see some downside because the tariffs will likely be implemented on Tuesday, meaning you'll see more FUD of trade war, which of course is going to cause correction in the market. So I think we could see some more downside, maybe going into the next, week or so. But ultimately, there's still so many bullish things coming to the market, seemingly regarding inflation data, which is very good to see. More importantly, regarding the crypto development from Congress and from the White House itself, for the Caspa element side of things as well, getting their name out there at these events. One of the biggest events, if not the biggest event in Europe for crypto, which they're currently attending at and talking about smart contracts and stablecoins at least to my understanding. The fact that you've got Binance themselves effectively from CoinMarketCap, because they run CoinMarketCap, stating future major listings are coming, that'll propel capital prices further, following Crescendo upgrade, is equally very, very bullish for Caspa and where it's going to likely rally to very soon. Because again, 10 BPS is not far off now. They're doing a Crescendo countdown pretty much as we speak. We saw a post that states pretty much it'll be happening and dropping sometime in April. They've got until, at least the timeline they've given themselves is till the 1st of May. They've got till May to launch this, which is similarly the same time as stablecoins seemingly as well. At least according to Casplex, which again we'll have to wait and see if that's true or not. That's not my personal interpretation of the message anyways. But 10 BPS is very, very close. That could be a massive event catalyst to seeing stablecoins launching, which as I highlighted in my stream yesterday, those who were in my stream yesterday, you would have seen it. The stream yesterday I mentioned how massive stablecoins are going to be for crypto in general and also for Caspa as well. Caspa bringing stablecoins and 10 BPS similar times could be such a huge event catalyst, bringing so much more demand and adoption to Caspa that Binance will have no choice but to list. The volume could be parabolic and Binance will propel that further. Of course, there is also speculation that we could see a listing sooner than that, based on the fact that on the 6th of March, or by the 6th of March, Binance should have distributed the rewards to the winners of the Binance mining pool. That should have happened on, a few weeks back, 2-3 weeks back now. They delayed it till the 6th of March, so it should be coming out sometime this week, hopefully, if they don't delay it again. And of course, people still speculate it could be the sign of a listing right now. If we look at the Kas website, looking at the holders, you can see right now from the holders that this is currently KRC20. The holders here, we've got currently 11,000 holders now, which is higher, over 1k extra, which is good to see. And additionally, this wallet is speculated to be Binance's wallet. We should, if history proves us correct, be seeing more Caspa added tomorrow, because typically this wallet buys every Monday and Thursday, so we should be seeing more Caspa bought up tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. But this wallet is speculated to be Binance's wallet, doing tests constantly, buying up significant amounts of Caspa time and time again, been buying since March 14th, I believe, from 2024, so almost a full year of stacking Caspa. And the Binance mining pool again is closed, which should be again potentially another catalyst. Potentially we see a listing sooner than that. Again, we'll have to wait and see. But seemingly, this post for me on CoinMarketCap seems to suggest to me more confirmation from Binance on the things that yes, they're more optimistic that we're going to be seeing Crescendo be that catalyst they want to see for the momentum and volume they want for a Caspa listing. So again, a lot more to come, a lot more to look forward to. And I'm going to answer questions in just a moment now, but equally something I want to talk about here as well is shout out to Caspa Cat for this string here, for this lengthy post here. He made a new update to the caspafaq.com. Now, we are already aware of a website called Caspa Archives, which is loading up right here. Where have I saved it? Yeah, Caspa Archive here, which as we can see from Caspa Archive, ultimately debunking all the myths and revealing facts, everything about Caspa, and there's a lot about it here, so it's very important. Again, this information is in my useful websites channel, in my community. Again, if you want to find out more, links to join my free community are in the description on my YouTube homepage here, and also now in the chat. So I'm linking it right there again now. But at the same time, yeah, I think this is a very, very, the archive is a very, very, very crucial element for Caspa. People don't get mistaken by a lot of FUD and misinformation that's spread about the project. But then equally, you've got this part here from Caspa Cat. We made a caspafaq.com. Currently, there are 32 questions that have been answered, and the way it's been conducted is basically every single time these, like, what's a Caspa node? Why should I run a node? How do I run a node? Is there a global? All these sort of questions being asked here, they've been answered by members in the community. People from Caspa Facts to XZim Pod to Michael Sun to Shy to Caspa Silver, Caspa Hub, all people and many, many more who have answered these questions already. This is being conducted and answered on Twitter and has been compiled into this page here. So again, if you want to find out more about Caspa, this is something else I'm going to be linking in my community as well, so you can find a quick link to that. I'll be retweeting the stuff on my page as well, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, again, you can links to join there here as well. Shameless plugs, but you got to do it. This information now I think is a very, very big deal. I'm going to actually look into a little bit about it in a moment as well. These sort of big questions about, what is Caspa EVM compatibility? Is KRP part of Crescendo? What is DAG-Night? One of the biggest developments coming to Caspa, likely ended the cycle that not many people actually are fully aware of, understand the significance of it. How big it is. What is DeFi? What is proof of work? All these very seemingly basic questions, but also fundamental for you to understand where it's going to go from here as well. And I could just see as well from Nish, shout out my man again, who's put this post in the community again, talking about, from Peter Scheif here, saying, I get the rationale for a Bitcoin reserve. I don't agree with it, but I get it. We have a gold reserve. Bitcoin is digital gold, which is better than analog gold. So let's create a Bitcoin reserve too. But what's the rationale for an XRP reserve? Why the hell would we need that? And it's a fair question to be made here. This man, Peter Scheif, is not particularly bullish on, or optimistic or wants a reserve in crypto. But he's like, I can understand Bitcoin, I guess, to an extent, store of value. It's, better than gold because it's digital and we like digitalization. But why do you want XRP? I haven't got an answer to that. We can debate in the comments below, of course, but I don't exactly know why we need an XRP reserve. But ultimately, Trump is announcing XRP, Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and likely many, many more will be coming as well. I think Tau will be one. I think HBAR will be one, because they got the favours from the government, and I think we'll see it go up a lot higher as well. But we'll get into this part in just a moment, but I'm going to answer some questions quickly first though. Jose says, I sold some cents for Bitcoin. Guts told me to do it. I think this is a big setup for a big crash, not spreading FUD, just trying to see what is coming for the following months. And yeah, I don't think it's spreading FUD either. This is what I've basically been saying as well. Whilst it's very, very big, this is FOMO a lot. This is very big news. Seeing the market green is very, very good to see. But again, remember, this is Sunday. Markets open on Monday. Typical markets, standard markets open on Monday. So we could likely see this event of FOMO right now, or Bitcoin rallying up from 85 to almost 95k, a FOMO run, liquidating all the people who are, shorting Bitcoin from here. And now when the market opens tomorrow, we may see a massive fall off. A massive load of longs being liquidated, because again, starting next week we'll be seeing these tags implemented, and this could therefore indicate and remind people. Because again, the part of the space as well, as much as manipulation from these big wealth managers and whales and whatnot, a lot of people understandably as well, they're very emotional and they don't think rationally. That's why a lot of people don't make it in this space, because they're just so held up on the news. For me, this news is very, very good to see. It's great to see, but I fully understand. I'm aware of how emotional people are. That's my logical thinking, is playing on other people's emotion. I understand that when this gets implemented, that people will likely be very, uncertain, FUD about it. And if you get a rebuttal, a trade war, Canada and Mexico fighting back, which they did last time, then we'll see fear, FUD, again, come through, and the market will start correcting the result. Now, will it correct heavily? I do believe, personally, not financial advice, that this was the bottom for Bitcoin here, 78k. And therefore, likely other assets like XRP again, not XRP, Caspa again. Equally, this will be the bottom for Caspa, I'd like to believe as well. Around 7.5 cents. I have to wait and see, of course, but I am, I'm not equally trying to spread FUD either. I'm highlighting this is very, very bullish news, and I'm very happy that it's come through, giving us a bit of a nice relief rally. But I'm also understanding that people are very emotional, people have very short-term memory, they're almost like goldfish, and they're going to remember, come Monday when the market's open, oh wait, tariffs are coming out tomorrow. Oh, the market's open now, everyone's, all the big, wealth managers, the hedge funds and whatnot, they're like, okay, we've seen a massive pump following Trump's announcement, well, let's now liquidate all those longs and short the market. People are going to start panicking again. That's my personal prediction as well. Again, not financial advice. I still see if it comes to fruition or not. If it happens, then, is what it is. If it doesn't, again, this is all short-term factors. For me, long-term, this is, ultimately quite good for the long-term outlook of where Bitcoin and crypto is going to go in this cycle, and Casper as well, where it's going to rally to. I still am under the impression that we could see, hopefully, a 6 trillion market cap for crypto, which would be in and around a 150k, slightly above that Bitcoin, and therefore, altcoins will start having their own season in due time as well, with Ethereum running past all-time highs, with the Bitcoin dominance equally falling off. Right now, again, Bitcoin dominance is still very high, 60%. When Bitcoin dominance falls, when Ethereum makes all-time highs, you'll see all start to rally. And again, Caspa with what's coming out through at 10 bps, smart contracts, stable coins, all the major catalysts, potentially Dagonite being one as well. And equally, as CoinMarketCap highlights here, future major listings as well, incoming. This could propel capital price and growth much, much further and make a much higher gain for all of us as well. Welcome back, John Doe. You're doing very, very well, my man. And John Doe states, because my chat took a while, thanks for pumping the market, Jay. You're welcome, my man. Definitely was not me, but I mean, hey, it's good to see that we're now got some green to talk about. It's been quite frustrating to talk about red, small green, red. Seeing big green is nice to talk about, but of course, remain logical. Don't be emotional. Understand there's potential downside coming as well, but ultimately I'm still very happy to see this, and it's a nice thing because I was out all day earlier, and it's nice to come back to see this, having a bit of time away from the markets, which is very, very necessary. But I don't do it often. I'm normally always on my computer working, but I had all my morning from 7 a.m. up to 8 till I started the stream, pretty much out the house. Didn't check my phone much, apart from when I had asked the questions from the community and whatnot if I had to, and other sources. But when I saw the markets were green, I was like, okay, fantastic. Looking forward to do the stream today. I haven't got to stress about, all the FUD again. Winghorn says, I don't want to be early, I want to make money. Well, it depends on your outlook, my man. Mr. Miles highlights here, being early is how you make money. If you had the opportunity to invest into Bitcoin when it was at $100, would you say yes? Of course you would. But Bitcoin didn't reach 94k overnight. Bitcoin reached 94k from $100 in the span of 12 plus odd years. I don't even know how long it was. Bitcoin, it takes a while. All the people who are the richest they are in the world either were inherited wealth, or they invested in something really, really early, made a massive bag off it, and then just kept cycling that wealth again and again and again, make the money work for them. Hard work also a factor of that as well, but it's ultimately coming down to working hard and letting your money work for you. But nothing happens overnight. You don't just win it's not a lottery. You don't just win it. The only way that you can so-called make money quick is with meme coins, is gambling. And that's just, do you at your own risk. Meme coins, the Solana chain, degen trading, that's all stuff that I've dabbled in myself. I've made money from that. I've actually made more money than I've lost from that market because I've been able to analyze, potential rug pulls and, some good assets as well, the market trends, the metas and whatnot. And it's been very profitable for me, which we were doing in my community. Right now, take a bit of a step back because, again, that market got shot death badly by all the celebrities and Trump launching their meme coins that just completely obliterated the whole market. It's a whole PvP rug pull thing now. But making money quick, that's gambling, Making money, that is, making money in the sense, being early is effectively how you make money. And that's what we're here for Caspa as well. And crypto in whole, again, crypto, very early in crypto. 2% adoption is currently in Bitcoin. That's going to be so much higher in the future with governments adopting it and holding it in their reserves, with more people starting to buy it. Because people are a lot just say, you know what, I'm just going to buy Bitcoin because I don't want to look at the other assets right now. Just holding Bitcoin, that's it. It's going to go up much higher as well. Please be patient. Only patient hands make money in any market. That's also very, very true. Those who are, actively making money, they'll be trading and whatnot, doing very, very well. But equally, those people will also be holding investments, whether it be in stocks or bonds or other offshore, whatever it may be, or even crypto. Again, there's always elements of investment going on. Whether it be in property as well, there's always elements of investment going on. Patience is a virtue, and it's a hard skill to learn. That's why this whole time in the market, despite all this whole bear market down here, equally all this bull cycle, this stagnant period for 6 months here, 6 month stagnant period here, this bull cycle here, or like leg up here, and this current area of uncertainty here, this volatile market here, my whole agenda for crypto has not changed. My belief in crypto is going to do very, very well was confirmed for me all the way back here. From the research that I had done all the way back there, and of course I started doing videos on this channel, not until more recently. I think it was around 2023 area, around here. I don't even remember when I started making videos on this channel. I know I started live streaming in August 1st on 2024, but I started making content and stuff way back then. And yeah, from my research I've done, I understand and I believe wholeheartedly in what these institutions want, what the industry is going to go to, and where the market's going to rally from here. And it takes a while, but they've been preparing for this for years. This is not an overnight thing. It takes a long time. When 20, when 30, when 40, when 100, when 500, yeah, the whole troll is back. When new wife costs money, less Caspa. Yeah, completely right, devious me. Wife costs money, less Caspa. Sell wife, get more Caspa. Husbands cost money as well. Also very, very true. Do you think all these gains will be given back, or is this a start of alt season? I think that alt season right now is still a ways off. Not far off, but it's not here yet. I think Trump announcing Bitcoin Ethereum alongside XRP, Solana and ADA is a good indicator of potentially an alt season coming very soon. And I'm sure there'll be many more assets added in due time as well. But I think that we still got a little bit left till alt season right now. Because again, for alt, you'll see Bitcoin rally, crypto rally, alts rally as well. Alt season in the more exact sense is when the Bitcoin dominance falls off heavily. Ethereum's all-time highs and rallying higher. Bitcoin dominance falls off heavily down, ideally sub 50%. When Bitcoin dominance is below here, that's when alt season starts to properly start. So that's what we want to wait for, ideally. Think about it here. This is Bitcoin dominance down here, August 2023, when it was still below 50% here. Look at Caspa in this regard here as well. That last time Caspa was actually doing okay, 2023. Well, I say last time it was doing okay, I don't think it's actually doing terrible. I mean, we can debate about that. I'm not upset or that shocked, per se, that Caspa's in this position right now. But, it was doing all this, and then again, when Bitcoin dominance started to rally up above 50%, that's when Caspa made this rally up here. And then equally, all into 2024 as well, Bitcoin dominance was really, really high. Caspa was up here. Caspa was going against the market. And now, it's getting back in line, because it hasn't got the FOMO anymore, and obviously people are very upset by that. But for me, to answer your question in the TLDR sense, John, I think we'll see early signs of alt season and more early signs of market, volatility, but I think we'll see a proper takeoff later half of this year. Wesley says, I hold Caspa and I still believe it goes to 3-5 cents. And I also hope so. If not, it's also good. I mean, there's also a possibility Caspa could correct further. Again, anything's possible in this space. I would personally be quite surprised. I would be surprised if Caspa came down to 3-5 cents. 5 cents, 75% correction, I guess possible. 3 cents is a bit much for me. I think we have evidently got quite a strong level of support around this zone here. On multiple occasions, touching this zone here. So this seems to be like potentially the absolute bottom for Caspa, provided that Bitcoin doesn't crash following any more, war or other, macro developments that cause crypto to crash and whatnot. Anything's possible. It could definitely come down further, but with what's coming out for Caspa again very soon, 10 bps and potentially stablecoins in the next month or two, smart contracts following that very soon afterwards as well, and big exchange listings, I think a rally for Caspa is also on the cards as well. Very soon, I believe, again, not financial advice. If you believe that, shouldn't you sell and rebuy at that point? I mean, there's an element to that as well, but it's also, you know, it's a risk to reward, you know. Yeah. Why should I sell? I don't 100% know. Do you? Again, completely. That's a point. Again, it's up to your own investment strategies. For me, I DCA. I don't go all in. So if I believed, which I'm not saying I do, and I don't, but if I believe the back capital comes to 3 cents, I'll then DCA and do smaller portion. If it came down to 2 cents, I put a heavy portion at the bottom. But I ultimately keep DCAing because I want to make sure I don't miss out, you know. What has Binance said about Caspa? What's up, my man? Well, ultimately, this comes from this post here, CoinMarketCap here, which of course, if you are unaware, Binance run and own CoinMarketCap. So this website here is owned by Binance. And here we can see from CoinMarketCap TLDR, so Binance therefore, they stated, today, Caspa TLDR, Caspa Crescendo upgrade could trigger a rally by enhancing network efficiency. Future major exchange listings may further propel Caspa's growth. So future major exchange listings may propel Caspa's further growth. So they're highlighting here 2 key factors. Crescendo could trigger a rally, and major exchanges could further propel that. So the depicting of that, the depicting of this post here from CoinMarketCap, therefore being Binance, because they run and own CoinMarketCap, is that big listings are coming that'll propel Caspa price further following Crescendo upgrade. Again, that's speculation still, it's not confirmed, but it's a very strong logical thought process. At least that's my personal belief as such. It's what Binance has said. CoinMarketCap, therefore, Binance has said about Caspa. And we know Crescendo, again, is not far off. We're seeing how close 10 BPS is. They're already doing the countdown pretty much now. It's going the next, we're in the 2nd of March. We're going to see testnet stuff happening right now. We'll see the hard fork commence, end of this month going into April and happen hopefully in April as well, or likely in April. And, it'll be a time to celebrate, most definitely. I'm out of money, so I just hope it goes up. Same, yeah. I also at the position right now that even the wage, obviously those who follow me for a while know I do have multiple different jobs here. I do here and there. Some of them are just building my portfolio up. The stuff for free, so freelance stuff, but not getting paid for it. But I have a lot of different jobs that I do. Some of it just for entertainment as well, but it just helps trying to build my whole brand up, my whole image and all the work. I got a lot to do, but point being, I don't actually have a lot of dry powder myself anymore. And of course, because of the market right now, it's been a bit tough, so I had to take a bit more alternative measures to make sure I have the capital. So I have not been able to invest anymore either, unfortunately. But when Caspa goes up, when crypto goes up, when the market recovers a little bit more, so therefore the trading and stuff gets a little bit easier to do as well, then that'll be the way that I'm putting more into Caspa consistently. Need moon, we all do. Be in due time. I did not overinvest, did that mistake before. Again, also smart. Again, there's always a way, about putting too much in before, potentially something worse happens, So you've got to be very careful about it. But something you've got your head strong on, Wesley, so big to you, my man. Big up to you, man. Does your choice of avatar qualify as a furry? What avatar? Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog. No, he's the GOAT. Shadow the Hedgehog's the GOAT. You talk about my profile on Discord, yeah, he's a GOAT. Or you're talking about... Okay, Shadow the Hedgehog's my Discord profile. Wait, no, I'm telling a lie. That's my other Discord account. Lol. No. Quick Crypto is a cheater. Oh, you completely caught me off guard and now I'm pissed. No. Shut up, man. Do you think Caspa will get beyond the reserve? Personally, no. And if I'm honest, I hope it doesn't get on the reserve either. Because I think that's just going to... Much as it's going to bring more adoption to Caspa, it could arguably tarnish its decentralized nature as well. And I don't want that. I want Caspa to be quite true to what it is. It was funny. It'd be very, very funny, but I would hope it doesn't get that. Binance what listed before after Coinbase? Definitely before, my belief. Coinbase only listed perps last month. And Binance had it for over a year. And they've got a mining pool. Coinbase is notoriously very, very late. So I think that will be Binance listing first, and then Coinbase will probably follow late. Or OKX will probably be next, and then Coinbase do it very, very late. I think Caspa will be a real chance to be on the reserve since it's decentralized, peer-to-peer, upgraded Bitcoin 2.0 with smart contract stablecoins. I mean, there's definitely a chance of such. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just hope it doesn't get one, personally. But at the same time, as Mr. Montana said, it's also it's still very new. It's still such an early adopted asset. Like, it's not made a name for itself yet. Like the other dinosaur coins, if you will. These dinosaur tokens have been around for ages. Caspa's not. So it's too tough to say anytime soon, at least. Binance Leak, I just covered it. My man here from CoinMarketCap here. Which Wolfie highlighted here as well. Very, very, very bullish, honestly. Caspa caused too much anger from liberals when Shai tweeted about Israel and Hamas. I mean, yes. Although, I'll be honest, I don't hear much talk about that anymore. And I also didn't personally care. You know, I haven't got a problem with Shai. He's his own man. He can say what he wants. I think he could definitely be less colourful in the language he uses. Maybe not swear as much. But again, if your family and friends are dying and you want to express your opinion, people saying you to shut up because they don't like what it could do for their investments, bit inhumane. So, you know, I understand his point. If you don't like it, you just don't follow him, really. But at the same time, I don't hear many people talking about it anymore. At least not from my side of things. Maybe I just don't follow them enough. If they announce Caspa on the list of Trump, do you think Caspa will be priced at... Okay, no, I get that. I think if Trump announced Caspa, Caspa would explode, definitely. Explode in value. If Trump announced Caspa or part of the reserve, because people who hold Caspa would be very, very bullish. People would then think, what is Caspa? Because Caspa's still very, very early, and look at everything that we understand. All of these FAQ things, all these Caspa archive things, all the other big things coming to it. Understand it's Bitcoin 2.0, but actually for money and peer-to-peer medium of exchange. And I think it'll explode massively. But I, at the same time, don't really want it to get one, because as much as I want to see Caspa rally and make money, I don't want it to lose its nature of crypto. It's going to definitely lose elements of that with more adoption and institutional adoption, but I don't want it to, you know, get monopolized by these institutions and by the governments and whatnot. I want to continue to accumulate Caspa while it's cheap, you know. They should include Bowden in the reserve of... Sure. Lambo back on? Hopefully. But we'll have to wait and see. I think we've still got some more downside, personally, in the next immediate short term. But I think we'll see it come back in due time as well. I think Lambo was never really cancelled for me. I think it was just, you know, imagine an F1 track. They went into the pit stop and they had a mishap. Typically it's a 2-3 second pit stop. They had a mishap, it's taken them 10 seconds now. That's all it is. You know, but I think that the race is still on. It's always been on. We could see another, you know, broken front wing, and they had to go back to the pit stop again. But I think we've still got a very quick rally ahead of us as well. I'm just looking more questions real quick. It's not about who's aware of it to me. Oh yeah, maybe it's possible we're still at the top 50, so everyone should be aware of it. Not about who are aware of it. It's just too new for listing on Trump's reserve. Even if I hit top 5, I said, yeah, I mean, I agree with Mr. Miles there. No matter, even if Caspa was top 2 right now, like, Caspa fundamentally is just too early. The technology behind it is, you know, decades old, but it's just too early as an asset. So even if, you know, people are aware of it, you know. Remember as well, I'll see if I can find it real quickly. Jonathan Sompolinsky, he made an announcement a very long time back, leaking the fact that Caspa actually did donate to Trump's administration. So if I can find it, it'd probably be a little bit ways back. Can't remember how long ago it was either. It would have been, okay, I'm looking at 2025, it would have been definitely later than that. But Sompolinsky did confirm that they did donate to Trump. So Caspa is definitely known within institutions, and they are aware of it, you know. But it's that's not the fundamentally important part. And I don't think Caspa would get into a reserve either. I want to see if I can find this post real quick. Not there. No. Sorry, just bear with me quickly. Actually, I'll ask more questions right now before I'm trying to find it. Anyone like Tron? I think Tron has potential. I don't personally hold Tron, but I think Tron has potential. It's quite a big asset as well, so, you know, it should do very well. 45 years earlier before it becomes US Reserve. I mean, potentially, again, but I'm also, again, I don't particularly care about against the reserve. I don't particularly want it to be in the reserve, but if it happens, so be it. Where did Sompolinsky make this announcement? definitely linked it in my community. I have to go and find it. I know I linked it in here, so I have to find it on my own time, I guess. But yeah, there was a post where somebody did confirm that they did donate to Trump. So I'll find that for next stream so you can see that. But the whole point was that yes, they are aware of Caspa. They most definitely are. Trump also speaks on Tuesday, March the 4th. It can be bullish news. Thanks for live stream today. You're welcome, my man. Yes, Trump is going to be speaking on March 4th. Although if I'm honest, I think the March 4th talk will likely be in regards to the tariffs here. So it could potentially be bullish depending on what he announces. But I suspect it'll probably be a FUD event and bearish news, which is why I still suspect it to be some more short-term pullbacks. But again, time will tell. I have to wait and see. What's up, Caspa, for the news? Welcome back, man. You're doing very, very well. Have a great day. I've been patient since 2017. Went all in on Litecoin instead of Bitcoin. Big mistake. It's been 8 years, coming to a decade. This has taken too long. You guys must be newer, not feeling the pain of time. 8 years and counting. I've been in the market equally for, not 8 years. I've been for 6, 7 years. I've been in crypto for a long time as well. Different projects have different life cycles. It's a tough market to be in, of course. Again, if it was easy, we'd all be millionaires. If this space was easy, we'd all be rich. Now, it's not easy. Being patient is a virtue. Obviously, Caspa's only a 3-4 year old project, so no one's been in Caspa for nearly as long as that. But I plan to be in Caspa for as long as that, and longer than that. We're talking about Dagnite coming. I thought you're already part of Caspa. Can you explain Dagnite? No, so yeah, we can actually put it here. So the question here is, what is Dagnite? Thanks to Caspa Cat here. So what is Caspa? So Dagnite. So Dagnite, DK, is a new consensus protocol written by the authors of this KIP. This achieves responsiveness whilst being 50% bus intolerant. Is therefore, so basically Dagnite is basically just faster and more secure than GhostDAG. So right now, Caspa runs on GhostDAG, right? You have the Ghost protocol, the Spectre protocol, and the GhostDAG is the newest iteration of it all, basically. Ghost, Phantom, Spectre, and GhostDAG kind of like the whole kind of thing conjoint, if you will, or the one that Caspa is currently running on at least. Rust is coming out. That will make Caspa next level up, if you will. Rust could be another another thing of it as well. Dagnite effectively is just faster and more secure than GhostDAG. It governs the current Caspa network, which is what currently governs the Caspa network, GhostDAG. In Dagnite, there's no priori hard-coded parameter K. About to cough, apologies. And coincidentally, it can adapt to the real K in the network. So concretely, in Dagnite, clients and their wallets should incorporate K into the local confirmation policies of transactions, similarly to some of the clients requiring 6 confirmations in Bitcoin and some 30 confirmations. So it's it's a whole white paper here as well. I'm going to see if I can find the post from Captain Sats. I'm going to find it. He made a post about it here, which gives another understanding of Dagnite, and for me, it's the easiest understanding I had of it. I'll scroll through it and I'll post it in my community either tomorrow or later today. So if you want to find out, again, you can check it out for your community. You can join here. But Dagnite effectively is just another massive upgrade to Caspa, effectively, and it's gonna elevate Caspa to the next level, if you will. Should have patience on the right coin. Litecoin's not the right coin. Again, it's a matter of perspective, right? I don't think Litecoin is. Caspa already surpassed Litecoin in terms of proof of work, hash rate anyway. So that's a matter of perspective. Dagnite will permit to go to 1 block per second, now 10 block per second in a month time, then 32 block per second. But Dagnite will let Caspa be able to be even more efficient, right? So right now we're going to achieve 10 BPS with Rust. And Dagnite will ideally let Caspa go to 32 and 100 in that point forward as well, so making it faster as well. I've been in the market since the last bull cycle, lost all money then, but kept all my Ethereum, ADA, and others till last year. Now I'm mostly in Caspa and know how to catch the market on the way up to cast out. Great to hear. Again, people can. It does, ultimately, with respect, how long you're in the space does not even matter. It doesn't. You could be in this space for a year or be in this space for 10 years. If you've done nothing in terms of researching, understanding, your element of knowledge and, research and, be able to judge the markets from 10 years could be way worse than someone who's done a lot of in-depth research for someone who's been in 1 year. I've been in this space for quite some time. Originally, in the first 2-3 years, I was kind of just going with the flow, following content creators, that sort of stuff, which again is perfectly fine. I got a lot of insight from that, understanding what plays to and to not make, and I made money from it, so it was good for me. And then I started doing my own thing as well, looking more in depth, and I started doing the real in-depth research as well, which is ultimately what I disclose to people who are part of this community here, the institutional research, what they want. Because right now we're in an institutionally driven bull cycle. So I'm doing even in more depth research into what's happening in this space, into other assets like Caspa, of course. So I think it's going to be a really, really great play for the future and even the cycles for everything in general. I think it's a great investment personally, not financial advice again. But all the information that a lot more in-depth research has given me a lot strong conviction in this space and kind of, in a sense, knowing what I should be investing my assets into. That's why I hold Caspa. Again, if you want to know more about that, alongside weekly live streams, trading buy and sell alerts, and a lot more hidden gems, you come check out the equity community here, 7-day free trial, link to Twitch chat, also on my homepage as well. But how long you're in the space doesn't actually matter. It comes up to what you do with your time. You could be there for 8 years, you could be here for 10 years, you could be here for 20 years, you could be here for 2 months. If you've done a hell of a lot of research and you've actually been doing all you can to look more and more into the space, you could have a lot more insight than someone who's only been in the space for 10 years, who's been in for 2 months. Why did Binance post that Caspa Crescendo and listing? They don't work Sunday. Plus, they may say so. It's not for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing's confirmed. Of course, you're right, Devious, mate. You're completely right. There's nothing confirmed. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not. It's a connection to be made, right? It's not Binance saying that, but CoinMarketCap is run and owned by Binance, and crypto 24/7. So that could be potentially Binance ushering them to do that, or CoinMarketCap just leaking again is coming in due time. It's a speculative point ultimately, but be that as it may, the fundamental element of it is Binance listing Caspa is only a matter of time. So when it happens, hopefully sooner rather than later, but likely to be after when it happens, we'll have to wait and see. I better go about average below 9 cents, taking a break from buyer for now. I mean, that's ultimately what I'm doing as well right now. Hopefully we'll get some more in due time as well. Shy is not on Belinsky, doesn't matter. I mean, true. Equally not true. The only Lambo I can afford is a wall poster, trust me. 50 likes for Joe and feed me again. Oh yeah, if you enjoy these streams, doing these streams daily, leave a like, show your friends and subscribe for more. Leave a like for Caspa to be pumping finally, Yeah. Oh yeah, I knew this. So Polinsky made a post on X about a month ago saying he made a fat donation to Trump in Caspa. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it should be in my community somewhere. I'll try and find it and showcase it in my next stream. But point being is Caspa, Trump is aware of Caspa. They have to be. From Satoshi, you could expect around 100 Bitcoin, I guess, just as a joke. I mean, maybe. Who knows? That would be insane. What's up, Caspa couple? You're doing very, very well. Great things to come to 2025. 100%. On the up, 100%. That's what I believe in. I've been in the market in 2021, so yeah, equally quite some time as well, 4 years. 6 years for you, Buffalo 3. So yeah, great to hear we've got a nice, diverse community. Some people have only been here for a few months, even not a year yet. So it's a new thing for them. That's ultimately, again, what we're doing in this space, trying to educate people about the markets, stuff to look out for. Of course, Caspa as well, crypto as a whole. And then equally got the community there. A free community, come chill, chat, and learn more about projects and obviously Caspa itself. And then the exec community here, where you're actually trying to, learn a lot more in the space as well, through other means as well. Which you can join free again, 7-day free trial, links to the chat on my homepage as well. I was going to buy Bitcoin on 2k, but I was young and broke, not missing that boat again. Again, that's my point. But I remember seeing Bitcoin when it was 2k as well, when I was young and broke. And I was like, yeah, not doing that with Caspa, not this time. Filling up my bag as much as I possibly can when I have the money to do so. Obviously, I've got to still make sure I can live. But while I have the chance to, I'm doing it. You can think of Dagonite as the final product of the Caspa project. It cleans up the code, makes it more efficient. It's like overhauling an old car with an improved engine. Sounds right to me. It's effectively what it is as well. I'm going to see if I can find this post from Captain Satso, because it's quite a nice post talking about it, and it just gives me quite a lot of good insight into the kind of the paper of what Dagonite is for Caspa. Oh, there you go. Wait, is it that one? No, that is an element of it. That's not the one I wanted, but it's an element of it. I'll see if I can find that one anyways. Should we be bullish on Chaos 20 tokens at this time? I mean, it's up to you. Right now, Chaos 20 has definitely fallen off massively. I think Chaos 20 will only do well if Chaos starts to rally massively, which will come off the back of 10 bps, tier 1 listings and whatnot as well. I do believe the big assets here will come back, like Nacho, like Kango, and other ones here will come back and go up much higher. But right now, it's right now I don't know. But right now we could be at the bottom for these tokens. But right now, again, it's a risk to reward their memes. Always a risk to it. So trading discretion and stuff like that. I was telling my neighbor to buy Bitcoin at $500. I bought none. It must be hurt. It must hurt so much. Do we have a roadmap for Dagnite implementation? We don't right now. No, we have heard talk from Michael Sutton about potentially seeing it in 2025 this year. Remember that Son Polinsky and Michael Sutton were doing Dagnite, and they got frustrated at it, so they took a break to do Rust. What they're trying to do right now. So they have been doing it for a while. So, and they're saying it come out this year. So hopefully Rust will give them more insight on how to build Dagnite. What's up? Quick crypto, why don't you make a deep research on associating Son Polinsky to see if he really is a real imposter? He'll be very interested to think. I mean, I could do. I have seen people do deep insight already, so I definitely could make a video kind of covering that. Maybe I will, but if I'm honest, like, I'm not bothered. And that's not with any disrespect at all, but like, if it's not going to come out, and if it does, what will it do with respect? Like, it won't. People are going to still deny it. People want strategy to remain anonymous. They don't want to find out who. People are going to try and keep finding out who it is, but they actually want it to remain anonymous. So, I'll consider it. Honestly, I will, because I think I might do it. It does sound like an interesting idea for a video, but ultimately for me, I think Caspa is a project for itself, so it'll do its own thing in due time. I'm building customization for stables. I also am as well. Yeah. That's ultimately what it is more like. I think it could be nice to talk about, but I do think it's quite a big conspiracy. And again, it's all speculation. There's nothing I can confirm. I can bring a lot of sources to support my claims, but it's still just it's a rabbit hole, right? Some conspiracies I don't want to get too much into. That's just me personally, though. Again, I'm not against the idea of talking about it. People want to have a more in-depth insight of it. But right now, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to what it is that I know, which is just how to cover Caspa. I'm frustrated that I can't find this post. I'm going to find it. And I'll link it in my community. But that being said, though, thank you everybody once more for having a great... can I send you a page where someone has collected... Yeah, please. Yeah, please do, Mr. Miles. That would be very helpful. But yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone once more for watching today's Daily Caspa and Crypto live stream. A lot of big things coming right now. This could be just a FOMO pump. Next week could definitely see some more corrections with the tariffs coming through, so just be aware of that. But Caspa is on the up. Hopefully we hear some very big announcements regarding the Crypto Expo event happening right now. I'd like to see if anything comes to fruition from that. But of course, time will tell. Top consumption memes will be 10% like half the market cap, do the math. Also likely as well. So Plicky has a 4% chance of being Satoshi, which I think is much higher than anyone else will give. Also, I believe as well. The best collection from Bitcoin is Caspa. Again, couldn't agree more. Have a great day, good evening, good night, everyone. If you enjoy, again, leave a like. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow.